Hey, what's up, you guys? Sleet here, and today I am going to be talking a little bit about the Battlefield 4 beta. Oh, wait a second. It's not beta. This is the full game release, isn't it? Oh, for a second, I was a little bit confused because I thought I was testing a game to send error and bug reports in for a beta. That's my mistake. My bad, Dice. My bad, EA. My bad, guys. Wait, isn't it you that should be apologizing to us, the consumer, for giving us this broken game? For allowing a game of this magnitude to launch in this state? I think it's you guys that owe us an apology. Like, give us a refund of some sort of money or something. I mean, obviously that's not gonna happen, but, wishful thinking and stuff. Hint, hint, give me some money, Dice. But, I mean, guys, like, really, how can a game be released like this and expect to survive, thrive, be successful? It kind of boggles my mind, and I'm really confused. To be honest, I'm really confused on how EA and Dice had such an amazing platform of BF3 to build off of. They had a great foundation to go off of. Now, in my eyes, personally, for Battlefield 4, all they had to do for me was update the engine to Frostbite 3, which does look very good. The graphics look great, don't get me wrong there. Remove suppression, which they've done, for the most part. And, fix some other little things here, like hit reg and netcode, and just other little glitches like the vaulting animation, shooting, while, yeah, other stuff, just netcode stuff. Fix the netcode, and you would have had one of the greatest first-person shooters of all time. But that's not what they did. They decided to go off and create a brand new game. A brand new game which doesn't feel anything like Battlefield 3. And to me, that's very disappointing, and it's upsetting. It doesn't feel like a sequel, it just feels like an entirely different game. With that being said, the actual beta release of Battlefield 4, played better, not optimization-wise. Okay, let me rephrase that. It performed better in the fact that it did not crash for me every other match. Last night, I was playing with two of my buddies, and we were just, messing around, having a good time, or trying to have a good time, unlock stuff, and play. In 8 matches that we tried to play, 8, okay? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 8 of the matches we tried to play, we got to play 1 full round. 1. How absurd and ridiculous is that? A game should not crash that much upon full release. It shouldn't. It should not happen. The developers should not allow that to happen. They shouldn't push a game out to launch and not be completely ready. I don't get it. Some things that I am seeing and experiencing, and some other things that I'm not experiencing. We'll start with single player. I don't know why. I mean, I have a pretty good computer. It's not, it's not awful. It's not the greatest, but it's nowhere close to awful. I'm running an i7 4770K. I got a 670, a GTX 670, 8 gigs of RAM, clocked at 2000 megahertz. I'm running it off an SSD. Everything's getting enough power with an 850, watt power supply. But the game stutters and lags for me uncontrollably. It's so bad sometimes that I can't even aim to shoot. Now, why would a single-player campaign mode run worse than a multiplayer does, performance-wise? That's something I can't really wrap my head around. I don't know if it's something on my side, my end, user error that I'm doing. but I am 99.9% sure it's not my fault. I'm running the most up-to-date drivers from NVIDIA, the new ones that came out upon release for Battlefield 4. I mean, all my overclocks are completely 100% stable. I never had a problem with any other campaign and any other game ever playing on Ultra. It doesn't make sense to me. Besides the performance issues, a lot of people in single player are complaining that their games are not saving, which is obviously, terribly annoying and a huge problem. DICE forces us to go into single player, and play the campaign to unlock weapons. Okay, great, I understand you want people to play campaign, but don't force us to play something that we don't want to play. Personally, I'm not a single player guy. I never really liked to play the single players. I was always a multiplayer guy. And the fact that you have to play single player to unlock weapons is pretty stupid to me. To me personally, it might not be to you because maybe you like playing single players. Who knows? For me, Battlefield 3, you went into co-op with your buddies, with one other friend or some random person, and you unlocked weapons that way. It didn't take an extreme amount of time, and there were really no issues with it either. And some of the maps, some of the missions were actually kind of enjoyable. I did not mind co-op. I actually liked it. And I know a lot of people out there didn't like it and found it to be a waste of space or a waste of time, but I enjoyed it. That's me. I wish they would have implemented something along the lines of that. Or just given us more multiplayer assignments to unlock stuff. But moving on from single player into multiplayer, first and foremost, honestly, the game crashes, the game freezes. They gotta go. And it needs to be fixed immediately. And as in immediately, I mean literally right now. It's game breaking. So game breaking that it just, I don't know, it makes me so angry that I don't want to play it. The other night I was trying to unlock the Ace 23 assault rifle, and it took me probably, I think I entered something like 13 matches, and I should have unlocked it around 7 matches, but due to the fact that the game crashed on me those other, 6 times, probably more than that actually, 7 times, I had to keep playing and keep playing and keep playing. There was one point when I played 3 matches in a row and I unlocked the Ace 23 in back-to-back-to-back matches. 3 matches in a row I unlocked it, and each time the game crashed on me. Do you know how frustrating that is? It makes me literally want to take somebody and strangle them. Not to death. I don't want to kill anybody. I don't need the NSA listening to me or anything like that. I don't want to kill anybody. Just want to strangle him. Just be like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to me? Oh, God. But I mean, they say they rolled out this R4 server-side patch to counteract or battle these crashes and these freezes. But in my eyes, it did absolutely nothing. I saw no benefit from it at all. I continually crash, I continually freeze, and I continually lose all of my points, all my stats from matches. It makes me kind of die on the inside that this game is so much money to buy, especially with premium, and we get a broken game. Moving on from the crashes, the netcode. What? This is like the most broken netcode out of any multiplayer game I have physically ever played. I would rather play with a Call of Duty netcode when, bullets actually register for me in that game. I see my hit markers, and I kill people in a decent amount of time because their netcode is not awful. I've literally been fighting against somebody 1v1, seen where he was, like watched him peek before. I'm at 100% health, and I'm looking at the spot he's shooting me from, and then all of a sudden I'm dead, and he's not peeking. How does that work? How can that possibly happen? It's broken netcode. There have been times that I've been shooting at somebody. Today, on stream, I believe, I was shooting at somebody 10 feet away. His back was turned to me. And I was laying into him with my rifle. And he turns around. Let it be noted, I didn't get a single hit marker. And I'm not, the greatest player of all time, but when somebody's 10 feet away from me, standing right in front of me, I'm gonna kill him. If their back's to me, I'm gonna kill him. But I didn't get a single hit marker, not a single hit registered, and he turned around and killed me. That was one of the most frustrating moments of this game that I have experienced so far. Now, on the other hand, there have also been times when I've been shooting at somebody and not getting any hit markers, yet I still kill them. Why? How? Have you guys experienced anything like this? In both regards of not seeing somebody peek and they still kill you, and not getting any hit markers and still killing someone? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, the netcode does feel better in the sense that I don't die around walls and objects as often. Does it still happen? Yeah, occasionally, but not as bad as Battlefield 3. They definitely took a good step in that direction when you actually run behind cover. You're behind cover and you're not dying 3 seconds later after laying down. Cool, great, thank you. But the other pieces of the netcode, it's like a puzzle. It needs to fit together, properly to make it whole. And right now, it's just all scattered about, in my opinion, in my eyes. Oh God, what experiences have you guys had? Have you had flawless, performance? Have you not crashed at all? Have you not had any netcode issues when you're killing everybody that you see, and you're getting all your hit markers? Like, what's going on? I mean, obviously they said they're going to be releasing a client-side patch soon, which hopefully, fingers crossed, fixes a lot of the issues that us players are going through right now. Because there is a lot. There is a lot. I mean, I don't know how to put it, but the game is broken right now. The game is broken. I don't know if you guys have seen any sniping videos, but somebody standing still sniping at a target, the bullets are just going everywhere. It didn't make any sense. It didn't. It made literally zero sense. But hopefully in the next couple of days or weeks or something, hopefully not weeks, hopefully within a week, they release a client-side patch to fix everything. But until then, I'm going to be spending a little bit less time with this game. I don't know about you guys, but I will be. But that's me. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have a good time, and peace!